Hello there. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Welcome back. Today is June 18th, 2020. You may be asking yourselves, why on earth is he talking like this? Well, there's a very good reason for that, and I'll tell you right now. It's my wife Haley's birthday today. I'm going to say that word again. Birthday today. And she's put in a special request, hasn't she? Yes, she has, for me to read a story from her childhood. In fact, this book itself is from her childhood. It is a British story. And so she's also requested the excuse for an accent. And so I hope you can understand me. And for anyone who doesn't appreciate the accent, well, sorry, but just have to deal with it, I'm afraid. Today's story is called Postman Pat's Difficult Day. Yes, Postman Pat. Looks like it was based on a TV show. Oh yes, of course, from the BBC TV series. And this would have been a still from that series. The story is by John Cunliffe, and the pictures, the illustrations, are by Celia Berridge. And, oh, my word, Postman Pat is going to have a difficult day indeed. He's a postman, so he delivers letters and packages and so forth. I'm going to waste no more time. Haley, happy birthday, and please enjoy Postman Pat's Difficult Day. It was a lovely morning in Greendale. The sun was shining, the birds were singing. Where was Postman Pat? It was long past his time to be up and on his way, but his curtains were closed and his van stood outside. All was silent and still. Then the door opened and Pat looked out. He looked sleepily at his watch. Oh dear, is it that time? He got a rough start on his morning already. Not a good start for Postman Pat, I do say. He dressed and rushed out without any breakfast and without his hat. He dashed back for his hat, fell over his cat, and landed in a heap on the doorstep. He picked Jess up and ran to his van, saying, "Come on, let's get moving, Jess. We're ever so late." He's taking his cat along with him to make rounds? His postman rounds? Very strange indeed. He talked to Jess as they drove along the winding roads. What a start to the day! I wonder why that blooming alarm clock didn't go off. We'll have to see if Ted can mend it. Oh, that's why, indeed. His alarm clock is broken, it seems, and he needs to get his friend Ted to look after it for him. I don't know where my accent's going now. Who knows? Mrs. Goggins was having a difficult morning too. She was trying to mend a parcel, fix a package. It was for Ted Glenn. When Pat arrived, he tried to help, but they all got tangled up in sticky tape. What a muddle! I do wish people would wrap parcels up properly, said Mrs. Goggins. This is in a right old mess, and heavy too. I don't know what Ted will say. It's just one of those days, said Pat. First, I slept in because my alarm clock didn't go off. Then this parcel. Never mind. It's a lovely morning. Cheerio. So, he's moving on with his day, and he's helping lovely Mrs. Goggins out, sorting out her package for her. Pat was on his way. He saw Ted mending a fence on the hillside. Hello, he said. There's Ted. I'll give him his parcel before it falls to bits. He stopped and shouted to Ted, Hi, Ted, there's a parcel for you. Ted came down the hill. Pat passed the parcel. Ooh, that's difficult, isn't it? Pat passed the parcel to him over the wall. He was just saying, Be careful, Ted, it's a bit loose, when, oops, it slipped and Ted dropped it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, things happen. Unfortunately, things are all happening on this very day. Dozens of little balls and wheels and screws rolled away into the grass. Ted, on his hands and knees, began to search for them. Nay, he said, I'll never find them in all this long grass. Hold on, said Pat, climbing over the wall. I'll give you a hand. It's hopeless, said Ted. Oh, Ted, that's not a very good attitude, is it? Don't give up. Don't give up, Ted. Especially when you have help, then you can really get the job done. When Bill Thompson saw them, he came over to see what they were doing. I had just the thing, he said. It was a large magnet. Magnet. It picked up all the wheels and balls and screws from the grass. Oh, there we go. See? Don't give up. There's a solution. I hope they're all here, said Pat. I'll count them, said Ted. Thanks. Cheerio, Ted. Cheerio, Pat. Ted said thanks to Bill. That was really handy. All right, so problem solved. Pat's next stop was at Thompson Ground. Alf was up a ladder. Here's Alf. That's a very strange name for a fellow, isn't it? Alf was up a ladder, mending the barn wall. There's all this mending. People are fixing things all over the place. Alf was up a ladder, mending the barn wall. Pat was just walking under the ladder when Alf shouted, "Look out!" Too late. So here he is, coming up to him, mending the wall. And here, oh no, things are happening. It looks like this is about to fall on poor Postman. Oh no, ouch, said Pat. Alf had dropped his tin of nails. Pat tried to catch it, twisted around, lost his balance, and sat down with a bump, with a hand twisted under him. Alf came down the ladder. "You all right, Pat?" "No, I think I've sprained my wrist." "I'll go and get a bandage," said Alf. Okay, good. At least Alf is a nice chap. Oh, that's from the beginning, isn't it? Yes, it is. Alf is a nice chap and he'll help him out. Then Mrs. Thompson came along. "Dear me, whatever have you been up to, Pat?" "Just in too much of a hurry," said Pat, walking under ladders. Mrs. Thompson looked at his wrist. "Now hold still," she said, "and I'll bind it up for you. But you won't be able to drive any more today, you know. You'll have to rest it." "What about all my letters?" said Pat. Oh, my word, this is really affecting him now. He's going to have to figure something out, maybe with his friends. Sam Waldron arrived in his mobile shop. They told him about Pat's accident. "Why don't you put the letters and parcels in my van?" said Sam. "We could do our rounds together." "And the post will get through after all," said Pat. "Thanks, Sam. It's a grand idea. It's a grand idea." Oh, what a lovely idea indeed. Yes, that'll solve all the problems. Well, for now, until there's more problems, isn't it? Everyone helped to move the parcels and letters into Sam's van. "There's plenty of room," said Sam. "Just stack them at the back of the van, but behind the seats." "Come on, Jess," said Mrs. Thompson. She put Jess on the seat. "You'll be all right in there." Pat climbed in beside Sam, and Jess curled up on his knee. "Off we go," said Sam. All right, so they loaded up the van with the parcels and the packages and the letters and so forth. And here we go. Yes, he's moving on. What a lovely chap, helping Postman Pat out. Away they went. "What a surprise everyone will get when they see us together," said Pat. And so they did. Oh, lovely, lovely. You know, no matter how hopeless the situation, it's not totally hopeless while you have friends. And indeed, his friend is helping him out. What a lovely day this is turning out to be. Difficult day indeed. At the beginning, turning out to be a lovely day. Pat's hand was still hurting, so they made their first stop at Dr. Gilbertson's house. She had a good look at his hand and said, "It's not broken. You'll be all right in a day or two. I'll give you something to soothe it for the pain." She gave him a jar of cream, and that took the pain away. "Thank you, doctor," said Pat. "Cheerio." Cheerio. Cheerio, cheerio. And off and away. On they went to the Greendale farm. "What a good idea," said Mrs. Pottage when she saw him. "We can get our post and parcels with our potatoes and peas." Oh, what fun. What fun. They can get their... I'm going to say that again. "We can get our post and parcels with our potatoes and peas." So many P words there. All the people of Greendale agreed with her as Pat and Sam went on their way. The Reverend Timms, Miss Hubbard, Granny Dryden, George Lancaster, Peter Fogg, and all the children. They all thought it was such a lovely idea, putting the groceries in with the parcels and the post together. Magnificent. Jess liked Sam's van too, because the smell of fish tickled his nose. At the end of the day, Sam gave Jess a kipper all to himself. A little fishy. Oh, there's a little fishy right there. And that turned a difficult day into a perfect day, as far as Jess was concerned. So Jess didn't really have any problems with the day at all. It was a great day for Jess. And it turned out to be a lovely day for Postman Pat too, because he has friends who are helping him indeed. That was Postman Pat's difficult day. Happy birthday, Haley. And I hope you enjoyed the story. Enjoy the Thursday. Bye.